All right. So I want to welcome everyone to our working group, okay, for QEC Presenters. And this is just such an amazing opportunity, okay, at the top of the hour at my time in Australia. So I'm hoping that everybody else is okay, because we were actually thinking of the US group because most of you are over there and not one of them is online at the moment. That's hilarious. So we don't know whether, still at work or whatever it is. But anyway, we're recording it right now so that you can actually get the gist of what we're doing together. And we've already been oozing our appreciation and absolute love for this group of presenters and all presenters out there, because we're going to have them onboarding and onboarding more and more. And so there's all of these practical glitches that go on. And so it's to streamline us so that we can get to work doing what we do best, which may not be so much with the glitches, but with our delivery. So we're really good at that part, but maybe not so good with the technology that surrounds it, et cetera, et cetera. So it's actually to support the glitches. So what we've decided is if we do this once a fortnight, and nobody apparently in the Northern Hemisphere knows what that is. Okay, what do we call it, Tony? Once a fortnight?
I actually knew what that was, just so
once
you know.
Every 2 weeks.
My English background, that all those English movies I've been watching with the masterpieces,
I think you call it bi-monthly, something like that. Okay, so this day, okay, I've got it in my meetups, okay, for this day every fortnight, every 2 weeks, okay, because we know that you're busy presenting, and no, we just welcome everyone. Beverly, hello, Beverly.
Hello.
I don't think I've met you before. I'm Ruth.
Hi, Ruth. No, you haven't met me before.
So cool to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
Awesome. Well, we're going to, so like I said, this is a working group. So the chat itself, okay, is for solving a glitch, so it's not just about this meeting that you're hanging out with a problem for 2 weeks. Okay, please don't do that. If anything, it's like bring your glitch to the chat as well, so that we can get someone who's available immediately. And so we encourage you to help each other out, okay, that you'll actually get onto them and solve the glitch. So it's like hang out for a minute with them, okay, once you see it, and say, yeah, I can help with this, okay? And try and keep the stream fairly free so that we can just get onto it, and then reach out to that person who's having a problem in your private messages and fix the glitch. And if the problem's solved, put a thumb up on it, okay, on your own thing if you can, so that we know that it's done. So we're going to have lots and lots of things presenting themselves, and already have. Okay, but let's just work it out, because we've got people who are wanting to expand in practical ways as well. And even when I put up my hand, I go, yes, this is what I love doing, so it's really cool to be troubleshooting in a different way to just, presenting and showing up when I show up, sort of thing. So I love this space. And just think about your skill sets, which are probably really advanced and really cool and across everything maybe, but somebody that can ask that question, you might be able to just jump on board and problem solve it so that it's done, it's done. And then when they show up next, okay, those glitches are handled. So this is the whole point, is to streamline your presenting, okay, and your delivery, and anything else that comes up. So Tony's going to be sharing with us some changes that are happening, that's coming through the leaders meetings, and that affects us all. Okay, so I'll hand it over to her, but I do want to welcome everyone on board, and congratulations, because honestly, you're taking off like wildfire. What you were delivering, we were just talking before I went on and recorded it, you were delivering live, hot off the press, hot off the universal press, energies, codes, okay, amazing transformational, greater abilities, dreams, visions, okay, light language. It's like Bobby's just channeling this stuff out of her like she's just on fire, and we need it. Why do we need it? Because we're coming into the new leadership, This is the new leadership, people who talk from 5D quantum language, okay? We are doing the alchemy. We are delivering the messages of truth to people, okay, who are wanting to be healed. Okay, there's no greater privilege than to be doing that. And this is this amazing platform that we've been creating. So each and every one of us has been creating this platform, desiring a place to deliver the amazeballs that we've been getting universally for many, many years. So I couldn't be happier to be here. And it's just such a privilege and honor to be with each and every one of you souls and all that come in the future. So I just love it. Haven't we done the work, and we're here now in the public eye delivering it? Mm-hmm. That's a dream come true. Okay. So congratulations for making it, I reckon. We've done well. We've done the work, and we certainly deserve the joy, okay, of being with our peers and presenting such a magnificent work for this new time. Okay. And I want to just point this picture out because I always use it. Okay. You guys are here. You guys are up in the 5D. Okay. And you're bringing and delivering your work to those that are still within the illusion of duality in 3D. Okay. So to be able to transform people's lives and bring them up into the greater, into 5D consciousness, and teaching us how to actually live and be in that state of being is just a magnificent work that you're doing. So I'm just greatly honored to be a part of it. So we'll hand you over to Tony. Okay, you ready to go, Tones? Tones and I are my favorite singers.
I'm sorry, I got dogs and all kinds of stuff going on, so apologies. Ladies, thank you so much for being here and taking the time. I know it's just I'm so honored and so humbled, and I know that I say that a lot, but I really mean it. I'm just so grateful because what you do, I can't do. I'm not saying that I can't do it. It's just that we're just gifted with certain abilities and different gifts. And I love each and every one of your gifts. It's just so cool to be able to connect and just to have the energy go zzz, 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 zzz. And that's what makes it so delicious, as Ruth likes to say, delicious. And so powerful, right? So powerful. And it was interesting because I don't know if any of you have been on Mark Santos live calls when he does his presentations. If you haven't had that opportunity, I highly recommend that you hop on. I think he's now recording it, and apparently today was another exceptional one. Sometimes he's a little bit off, and I think it's because he gets a little tired because he probably didn't sleep. But then that's why I try to go as many as I can, because some of them are just on fire, and then some of them are a little bit dry, but that's okay. It just depends who shows up. But today he really delivered something out of the park, and I do believe it was recorded, and it was probably going to be placed in the Facebook group. So if you want to do a little review when it's convenient for you, Mark really, really is sharing something special. And one of the people that shared was Russ. I've not had an opportunity yet to meet Russ. That's that gentleman who's in that back office part, who has the extra Russ loves something or other. He's supposed to be a phenomenal trainer. His thing is called Untraining. He's made, like, I don't know, but he has assisted in the abundance of people into millionaires with his training. So he's a very powerful facilitator, I'm coming to find out, and very connected. And he's bringing in some pretty interesting individuals that are going to be part of this Noble Golden platform. We are just in such an incredible space right now. There is nothing out there like this. I brought in another woman today. She has a quantum energy tool, not tool, it's actually for water. Quantum energy for water. It's a harmonizer. It's very cool. And so I got her to meet Mark, and she didn't know anything about the platform. I said, "Oh, are you busy?" And she was just like, "No." I said, "Come on and hop on and meet Mark." She had no idea what she was getting into. And next thing I know, she was just gobsmacked. She just was like, "This is it. Like, this is it." Like, she has been looking remember what you just
Yeah.
said, like this conscious, heart-minded, organic, it's for everybody. Everybody wins. We just need to contribute, share our gifts, and it just flows. And so I'm really hoping, and I actually will, I'm going to have another call after, but the reason why I'm expressing all this is because each one of us matters. We matter so much. The ones who are looking for personal development, looking for some answers, looking for some protocols, looking for how-tos, and the ones that hold those answers and hold those lights on those paths for people to see. So super honored that you've taken up this beautiful yes of coming to this community. So this is all about us. Remember, he said, what do you say? The me, the we, the us, right? And then we get to go where we need to go. And especially the fact that Mark keeps talking about this, and I brought up Russ again because I got a little sidetracked. Sorry about that. Russ says everybody's talking about connection, right? But Russ said something very important. He says it's not, what makes this community different is not just the connection, but it's the contribution. Everybody is contributing, and that's the difference. Everybody some way, somehow wants to contribute something. And that's what makes this community different. And I think that's what we're feeling, is that we don't feel like we're the only ones. Everybody's doing their part. And I think that's what really sets us apart. So that being said, because we are growing so fast and it's hard, it's difficult to get everybody with all the different global times. The leadership, if you weren't aware, we had the call, the leadership, we had decided that we were going to start doing some masterminds, because that's really what Noble Goldman's about. It's about masterminding. It's about collaborating and co-creating. So this is what we're doing here. We're having a mastermind with the presenters is what we're doing. So we're looking for your input. We're looking, to ways to help you be more effective, more efficient, and flow easier inside the community, both Noble Goldman, Quantum Elite, also for whatever your vision is, your goals are. We want to assist you in that, and how we can just make it happen, no matter what that vision or goal is. And so one of the ideas that we came up with that Ruth was mentioning is when we were on the leadership call, we're missing that, and we talked about it extensively last night on the community call, or we're going to call it our Quantum Elite Mastermind. So it's going to be our mastermind for our whole membership. Love that whole mastermind idea. We've got to bridge, because we've been giving away a lot of free for a very long time. It was never really intended that way. It just kind of happened that way because, we didn't quite get us all of ourselves together here. So we came up with the idea that Matthew, what was happening is we don't have a problem with free. We're always giving. We all know that. We have no problem with that, but we're still part of this world that needs to have a few things paid. And I have some pretty big dreams and ideas. So, and lots of things that I want to contribute for sustainability and stuff. So that takes a little bit of funding. So it's really important that we make that leap from the free to how do we get people to jump into the vault? How many of you are having a little bit of a difficult time with the bridge from the free to the vault?
Yeah,
anybody?
a little bit.
Okay, so that was the whole idea with this conversation, is how do we build the bridge? How do we build the bridge to get, because Mark is always going to offer free. That there is so much free on that platform, it's insane. And we in Quantum Elite will always have an opportunity for free, because we have new presenters that are happy to hone their skills, and be kind of like the front to, get people excited about their subject matter. But we are not, and I've always said this, you get to run your business how you see fit. You get to run your business as you see fit. Nobody will ever tell you what you should or should not be doing, right? I want to make that very clear. And I've always expressed that with the people that I've brought in. This is your business. This is your vision. but we want to make sure that we can fill the gaps, or, you know, fill the holes, or link the links that are unlinked, to make sure that we're reaching what you need. So we've been beta testing this idea. Matthew was going to do $20 for his sessions. Do you remember how we were talking about in the beginning, we were sticking all of you in the vault, and then Matthew would be the one doing the free to get people over there? Well, we're kind of doing it so that we're trying a different tactic just to see what would happen. Matthew would start offering his classes for $20, the money busting mindset stuff for $20, money back guarantee. So if people show up to the class and they don't like the class, we'll give them their money back if they don't feel like they got any value from it. Also, if you invited anybody that you would get half of it, you would get $10. So basically it's kind of like a joint venture in the community. We invite, people pay, he'll split, you know, the fee basically. But here's the thing. If you guys want to do that too, nobody's holding you back from doing the same thing. Okay. That's really important to know that. So we're still trying to figure this out, how the best way to do this. And I think I actually got 3 people into Matthew's call today. I didn't think it was going to happen. They actually reached out for the link.
I got one.
They actually reached out for the link. They paid. And because on that, I don't know if everybody saw the video that Kashamik, our wonderful marketing creative poster guru here, she created a poster. She created a poster for Matthew's class that says $20 a session, right? Or unlimited access to 50 for 100.
Yeah.
Right? Guess what? I got one girl paid the 20 and said, how do I get the other one for 100? I want that one.
Yeah. I actually bought one in myself totally by accident because I wasn't really into this idea. And then Matthew messaged me this morning and goes, one person from you signed up, can you follow up? And I'm going, holy cow, I don't even know who that person is. And he actually had like 15 on board, so it was amazing. Okay,
Hey,
so
Tony, can I get Arthur here?
Not yet, honey, because this is for presenters.
Okay.
So that's the whole thing. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I was kind of like going, you know, even I was a little, I don't know about you, but but you know what?
it's so funny because we've got the money blocks, obviously.
I'm just kind of going, okay, Malik is our expert in this realm. Why is it that all of us that have this gift of giving, why are we so blocked with this $20 thing? Like, I'm just kind of going, I used to charge $250 an hour. What's the dealio? Right? Like, it's just so weird. And so I thought, okay, Malik knows what he's doing. This is a man that, you know, is out there in the online marketing world. He's seen from here to here, you know, how people think, how they react online. I think we need to listen. Right. So I thought, okay, I'm going with it. I'm just going to do it. I'm throwing it out there because whatever's working right now seems to have stalemated. So we got to change it. So if it starts staling out, as all you lovelies always explain, you got stuck energy. How do you unstick the energy? You got to do something different.
Yeah.
Hello. Right. So I thought, well, okay, I'm on board. Let's just do it and see where it goes. If it doesn't work, well, we'll just shift again, right? So that's kind of where we're at. Does anybody have any thoughts on that or doesn't know how to do it? Oh, that was what I was going to say. Shannon, I don't know how many of you know who Shannon is. She's new. She's on my team. She's in my mastermind. What the mastermind is anybody that I sponsored directly are in my mastermind that I just started on Monday. Yeah. Plus whoever they signed up is in my mastermind. They're welcome to come. She posted in there what she wrote in her personal group chat.
That was good.
It was really good. And then she followed up with, and this is the follow-up text when somebody reached out for the link, what she said. So, yeah, it was amazeballs. So you should have seen it, Ruth, because I posted that description in my actual VIP chat, but she also posted it in the Mojo Mastermind.
I think I put mine in my chat or under one of my posts as well. And it's really good. Yeah.
Bobby, do you want in my mastermind, honey?
When is it?
No, but do you want me to add you to the group? Because at least if you can't, if you can't come to the live, at least you can see some of the,
that'd be fine. Yeah.
some of the posts that are in there.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Right? Because people are sharing. The whole idea behind the mastermind, ladies, was that once you've sponsored one person, we're encouraging people to start their own mastermind, so that this is all about taking the role of leadership, and then helping the next person step into their leadership. So you would be coming to your sponsor's mastermind, and then once you sponsor somebody, you'd be starting your own mastermind, right? So it's just to give that feeling of really creating collaboration and finding out what your people really want, like why they're really there. Because we know, Bobby knows, Steve's reason for being here is completely different than mine. Right? And that's okay. Right? Just like it for all of you, everybody's vision and goal is different. But that doesn't mean it doesn't all fit and we can't all support. And that's why I love this, is we're not pigeonholed. We're not pigeonholed at all. No boxes, all organic, all evolving. Everybody's got to say where we're going. So does anybody have any questions about that, or that's kind of where we're at the moment? Just so FYI, what we're working on.
I have a question right now, because, I didn't get anybody. I don't think, first of all, I missed the class today with Matthew, because I have full attention right now, because I have those two boys that they are on fire. So I'm kind of masterminding with them all the time, kind of. That's which great. I don't mind, because I think that I cannot lose the opportunity, because what Arthur has, what is boiling in his head, how many people he already had reached, it's like, wow. So I really need to make sure that he gets me, and he will bloom under my wings. So but what I'm thinking right now, because you guys are saying you actually got somebody to sign up for the free for the $20 class today with Matthew, I'm just wondering if we should get one more during the week, so we can have kind of the same idea with $20 and $100. Maybe if this is the way, maybe we should every other day offer a class for $20. This is just me questioning this. And what do you think?
Ladies, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about, what Matthew's doing? Should we just let it run for a week before stepping into another class? You all have a say in it, right? How you want to do it.
So I think what we should do is just ask the panel what they feel about so this is a new idea to all of these here, because they're not in the leadership side of it as yet. But so how are you feeling? So there's two things that we could have issue with that we need to get out of your psyche. So the first one is, how do you feel just about the offering of your class? Okay, and those of us that are now offering it, how do you feel about that charging of $20? Okay, because we need to be honest about this and just.
I'm personally still trying to get my head around just bringing people into Noble Goldman. I've only got one person in, and I'm not a sort of person who can naturally do them. Whenever I do that, it takes my attention away from my spiritual work. And I noticed that when I started this whole thing, as soon as I started not worrying about that side of it, the channeling started flowing again. And what I'm concerned is when I start focusing on bringing people in, and which isn't my thing at all, it makes me very nervous, to tell you the honest truth. I know that you can say it's a block, but it's kind of a personality trait where you guys, you know, not everyone's a great artist, not everyone's a great spiritual person, not everyone, you know, we've all got our thing that we're really good at. It really pushes my limit to just asking people to get, and I do it, but it takes my energy.
So I know what
now.
I get what you're saying, Bobby, because I had to say, Matthew, you need to do some gamma breathing with us on this, and we just went straight into some gamma breathing, okay, to get me up to speed with it. I said, please, I need help to handle this. So yeah, it's a bit of a glitch. Anybody else on that? Anyone else just want to agree with that? And
yes, I agree. I agree with Bobby. Yeah, I agree with Bobby. I like the idea of the $20 because I've seen for myself in the past that if there is a financial commitment to something, people are more on board with it. They don't take it for granted and just come willy-nilly, and sometimes they're there and sometimes they're not. And if they're paying, they're present, they're on board with it. You know, it gives it value. But at the same time, like Bobby has said, I get into a flow, into a creative flow. And when I'm in that space, I haven't got time for anything else. So I'm having to decompartmentalize, is that a word? When I do things. So
like if Tony was asked to channel all of a sudden,
Yeah.
and Tony's like,
Yeah.
whoa,
That was
out of my comfort zone, but I'm giving it a go because that's expected of me. You know, that's how I'm feeling with this whole because I've always struggled with it, and I've always given for free because it's my soul and my mission and everything. I haven't earned very much money out of this at all my whole life, and I really want to change that. But it's like my position in this is to get these messages through, and I just don't see how I'm going to be able to get enough people where there's people who are good at that. They'll get all the money because they're getting all the people through to Noble Goldman, where I'm just going to get one or two, and I'm still doing all this spiritual work on top, which I don't mind. Don't get me wrong, I love it, but I still want to have a piece of the pie because this is the first time in my life I've actually said that, and that is even difficult for me to even say that.
Oh, I so know what you're saying, but let's just back the truck up, okay? There's two beautiful points here that Matthew brings out very clearly, okay? One is that we are all where we're at, okay? And we're all expanding through any barriers that we actually have. And I'm useless with money, so guess what? I just go in for the count and I bypass it, and I'm still doing my work, okay? And it's just set in place and it just becomes what we're doing. So I just have this acceptance vibration that, oh, this is how it is. So if I think about it, okay, I get nervous and twitching. However, if I actually just go, right, this is where we are and this is what's happening, and you're just offering it and you can do it, test it out. Don't test it out is totally your decision on what you do. So there's no pressure on this, okay? It is just, and it's going to come down to your own values and morals and things like that. I just want a place to present, okay? And the second point I was just going to make about that is you're onboarding people organically who are passionate presenters or passionately wanting to learn. And so they're just going to free flow into your membership anyway, okay, by doing, you know, the 10-10 model or whatever. As they come to you organically, they are going to sign up for membership. So there's no pressure. There's going to be income, okay, exactly as we've said, because the system itself is perfect. It's really lovely for that. So you don't even have to have pressure on yourself about that, because you will be actually, with the setup, being blessed, okay, for what you're offering in your gifts. That's a given. So it depends again on, our abilities to translate it for those, because this is what this platform with Noble Goldman's all about, is those that are interested can business build, those that are happy cruising along and just so happy to be part of a really fantastic community are going to get the blessings from that. So you're actually receiving so beautifully, and whether you're doing much or whether it actually happens organically, sooner or later you're going to have some dosh going into your bank account. Okay, because it's growing, and we can't help telling people about it. So the income side of it is just a natural part. It's the beautiful system that's been set up for us to receive from. Okay, so the dollars are set there to accumulate over that 18-month period as we're actually building organically. So just let it flow naturally with it. And get over our heart attacks in one sense. But my gifts, by the way, my gifts are not changed. Okay, I am booming. I'm actually in a light body upgrade right now that you wouldn't believe. Okay, my brain centers are just like glitching out as I'm taking on more energy. So I'm not actually being compromised in any of this. Okay, because my soul is greater and will get us through. However, like I said, balance it with what you're day-to-day doing. I hope nobody is upset by any of that. I just want to bring it. It's a working group, so we actually need to bring those things.
Well, that's the whole reason for the presenters group, because many of you are feeling the same as you just edified Bobby, Ruth, so lovely. This is exactly why all of you are together here and not necessarily in the leadership chat or a mastermind group, because you all in this moment have that kind of essence of some of that energy of that, I just want to share my gifts. I just want to do this, but I still know that I'd like to get paid. And I love what Janine said. When people have skin in the game, they pay more attention. They pay more attention. And the other thing that Ruth said is that, remember too, when it's my job, just so you know, I get excited inviting people. I'm getting better at it. I'm getting more efficient at it. It's my job to get eyeballs in front of you. You know me, I'm like, I love to make sure that we get eyeballs to hear your beautiful messages. So if I can get eyeballs to your presentations, then I've done my job, and then your gifts flow, because once they hear your messages and it pierces their heart, they just may hire you privately. Okay. So there's money coming in that way too. You can't just think about, oh, I didn't, push Noble Goldman. I didn't get, don't worry about it. Doesn't matter. Remember, there's 3 ways to make an income in Noble Goldman. Exchange time for money. Okay. Figure out how to make your money work for you, and then residual. Okay. It just might just be in that order or a reverse order. It doesn't matter what order, but they're all, the opportunity is all there in this system, and there's nothing out there like that. And that's why I love this. Just stay with what your heart is calling you to do. I will get the eyeballs in front of you. That's my contribution.
Oh, she does too. She does too. And I'm actually getting that residual business, and a lot of it. I'm actually snowed off my feet, and the blessing is coming, on the book, and the diamond healing that we do, okay, is absolutely coming into my personal blessing. So trust it. You have your own audience is the thing. So just, be that.
So I just wanted to share, I get where you're at too, Robbie, in the sense of, Bobby, sorry, when we're going into the, our creative flow and we're in it, and then we're sort of getting pulled out, to do something else. What I find and what I do is I stretch time. So it's like when I'm traveling, I quantum leap. I'll cut the travel distance down an hour to 2 hours in quantum leaping to it, to my destination. So when I'm doing, and people will always say to me, God, Mandy, I don't know how you get done what you get done. I'm always doing, but I'm always resting as well. I have my rest time, but it's always because I stretch time out. So when I'm needing to sit in and do something mental, you know, which is like think about who I'm inviting in and all those things, in that moment I'm setting a field. It's sort of like setting a field, and in that field nothing else comes through that because I'm in that moment right there, and everything fits in it in its perfect time and place, and I get it all done. And it's not like I'm then having to rush into the next, because it's always giving me time to do the next thing. If you get me, it's not pressuring and pulling in on this and I'm going, oh my God, I've got to get blah blah blah. It's just a flow, but for me it's an intention of setting that time zone and pushing and pulling time, which is sort of like manipulating it, but it's still in a flow, if you get me. So that helps me, and I've been doing that for quite a while now. But the other thing I just wanted to share too is with all the ones that I've invited in, what I've seen and what I have witnessed in that is that they're not giving their time up to watch and come in on the classes. They're just not. They're saying, I'm too busy, I haven't had the time to watch any of them and get in there. Well, again, it's about choosing your time, prioritizing, and for them, whatever reason, you know, it's that thing like I said yesterday, we can't, you know, we take a horse to water but we can't make them drink, and all we can do is present it to them and offer the opportunity and show up for them to be there, you know. But if they don't take that up, then there's nothing much we can do about that. And eventually somewhere along the line they might realize that that time was valuable that they could have put in here if they ever just came in and had a look. You know, they'd realize that it was actually important to put that time in. But it's just prioritizing, and that's what I noticed with my crew, is that they just weren't coming into the classes.
So
They
can
were
I
waiting for me to pop all the replays in so they could watch at any time, which was okay.
Yeah.
But not taking the time to actually come in and do for them. So
Okay, so are you giving them the replays?
I was, some of them, not many. No, I'm not now. Nothing.
Yeah, because the replays were only for paid members.
Yes. Oh, okay.
Right, only for paid members.
Which goes into the members chat.
Yes,
Only.
because why would they come if they know they're getting the replays?
Yeah, no, I'd only put in a couple, and most of them.
That's okay. So that was one of the things we were trying to circumnavigate when we first started. Is like, okay, well, why would people pay the affiliate fee, the membership fee, whatever, for the vault? Where's the value if people are getting it for free and getting the replays? Like, what are we doing here? So we said, okay, fine. We'll, you know, do the little dangling carrot, do the wonderful presentations for free. But if you didn't make it, yeah, sorry, too bad about that. And you're going to have to put in the time if you want to show up. So we decided that, okay, perfect. We'll make the recordings only available to the paid members. And that kind of got people kind of going, oh. Right. So that was helpful in the beginning. But again, now we're kind of going it to the next level, trying this, getting some skin in the game, paying for the individual, like a la carte, or get the unlimited access for this. So we're just going to try that a little bit. So,
and the $20 payment, I don't have an issue with that at all. It's like, well, they'll pay or they won't, you know.
Right.
This is really such an important subject, isn't it? Okay, so thanks, Andy. That's really cool.
Thank you.
And Kasia, you should come in for this because she's our tech head.
So my husband is making fun of me because I have my hand up. So let me explain you guys why I ask you this question. So I don't want you to feel that, you know, I'm trying to offend you or something. But the place that I came with this question, if we should do more classes for $20, it's because, you know, I struggle in last few days how the heck, sorry for franchise, how the heck I have to present it to my audience if we are getting the $20 option, and then how do I advertise both the free and the 20? How the heck somebody will jump on the 20 if I present also classes for free at the same time? So I backed up with my free classes, and I just presented right now for last 2 days just Matthew's class to see what's the outcome. And I came up with this question because you guys said that you got few people signing up asking for the link with, so it's actually making people think the right way that we have a value. And again, they can sign up for $100 for a month, and they can say, oh, I don't use it, I sign out, and fine. But oh, okay. And then the second thing, because if we would go this path for a week or two or whatever we choose to test it out, I would like to jump on my things and start making the next poster for you guys to present another $20 option for people. So this is only the place why I'm coming up with this, because I'm thinking, what's the direction we are going? I'm not saying that we have to. I'm just, we are collaborating. We are trying to learn and see what works for everybody. And maybe, and there's another point of view on this, offering somebody for 100 and showing them the value between 20 and 100, is that maybe some people are just not ready to be getting for free, and maybe that will give them attention. Like maybe they will focus on seeing what the value is. And it's not because we want the $100, but maybe instead of showing them for next 5 months so many classes for free, maybe this 1 week of attention will give them opportunity to test it out and make a conscious decision, this is for me or not, or yes, hello, I love you, or goodbye. Thank you.
Yeah, this is the important thing. We've got to understand as presenters that Tony and the leadership group have been behind the scenes going, oh my, not converting people into Noble Goldman, okay, to become members, which is the whole point of it when it comes from that construct, is to get people on board. And so we had people swilling around in all of the free classes, but there is no action being taken into the membership side of it. So this has been tabled for all of these weeks, by the leaders group to actually say, this is a dilemma, what are we going to do about it? And so this has come up to test the waters in it, because that thing that Kasha made is perfect. It's like you get, you can pay $20, or you can, sign up and join the $100 membership per month, and you have got everything, okay? Everything, the whole smorgasbord, okay? And that's the beauty of it, is that, and that's why the membership is so beautiful, is that you can access all of us, okay? And so much more for just $100 a month. So this is,
I didn't tell you the best part. Thank you, Ruth.
No worries.
Thank you. Because exactly what Janine says, skin in the game. Skin in the game. People are paying attention because they have skin in the game. They're focused. They're not multitasking because they paid for something, right? So if you ladies want to copy any of Malik's posts, any of my posts, I put a post in there that says about spending $0 on your personal development costs you millions down the road. We need to get people thinking like that. They'll spend $25 on a spin class, right? Or 2 Red Bulls or whatever the heck it is, right? Or their fancy coffee or whatever. But we need to get people to start really rethinking how they feel about their personal growth. It's been so dumbed down for so long that this was kind of our thinking, that if we get getting some skin in the game, that this would be the trigger for the next step. So I'm going to have a secret though, because you're all here. I'm going to tell you a secret. This is going to be more in that vault. This is what I'm working on, just FYI. There's going to be more than just all you beautiful lovelies in there. I'm finding people with quantum wellness tools, health tools, and they want to give it away for free. And I said, why would you do that? I said, when you can leverage it. So can you imagine we can start sharing the vault, not just because of unlimited live coaching and all these beautiful presentations and beautiful hearts, but they're also going to have access to wellness in other ways as well. The value is just working on it.
I love the way presenters. Okay, so we as trainers and presenters are so into the impartation side of it. We're not so good with business. Okay, and this is where Tony and Michelle are just the most magnificent things to help us bridge that. So they're helping us bridge, okay, into thinking bigger, you know, thinking more opulent. For ourselves, letting our own board of directors, our soul, you know, expand so that it's going out to the masses rather than, you know, these click fashions that we've been running things on. We need to expand. And that's what this community is about. And we've got these amazing genius minds at the top that can help us as presenters to expand and develop our gifts and abilities in sharing. So it's pretty cool.
Bobby, you had your hand up.
Sorry, I almost forgot what I was going to say. So if someone doesn't have to be in Noble Goldman to go into just do a $20 class. That can be anybody. That can be, they don't have to be a member at all. Okay, that's one thing I needed to clear. And I was thinking, because I have 2 classes now I've got another one coming with the channeled messages. I'm thinking maybe I could use one of them as a $20 thing, yes, and have the other one for free. Yeah. So maybe that's a plan to see what happens. Yeah. Okay.
Good. There's the expansion right there. That was cool.
And Bobby, you know, last time what you did, you were interpreting somebody's dreams. This is already, you know, you did one-on-one consultation with people on this call. We have to stop underestimating ourselves.
Yeah.
It's so important.
I gave to the world like 12 years of working full overtime time at the Montessori school with kids with autism and other things that trying to help, you know, this specific thing. I gave my heart away. I'm ready to, you know, to receive something. And if you did so much for free, and if you are still doing it, there's still a space and time for you to receive some kind of recompensation, because I'm so sorry, but our power bill, they still have to be covered and other things. Although my power bill is just $9.99, but I still have to pay it. And that's just the reality.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to be greedy.
Does anybody else have anything? Are we that we'd like to cover? So any glitches on the Zooms? I wanted to just bring up something real quick on the Zooms.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody has their subscriptions, obviously, now set up for going over 45 minutes or whatever it is. Also, Mark has changed the coding in the back. It's really just supposed to be a number that you just have to enter, not the whole link, but apparently he changed the coding that if you did it by accident, it should still work, even if you added the whole link. There is a button to turn off the passcode, but in case it didn't turn off, just write it in your masterclass postcard. If you could, like, just say passcode, in case, just write the code in there. But apparently it was changed, so I don't know if there's still glitches on that aspect.
I had people come in, I just put it in there, and we've encouraged Mandy and Janine as well just to pop it into that spiel, and we haven't had any glitches that I'm aware of. So not sure. We'll be testing that out over the next week or so as well.
Awesome. So the other thing I want to thank you ladies for taking the time to do your posters on the public side. So that was my other idea. If we're doing these classes for free, if we're offering them for free, then we need to have a poster in the vault, and we need to have a poster in the public access. Because I was trying to get people to use your affiliate link to at least get into your organization, so that if they wanted the link to your masterclass, they go, yeah, here, register for free, pop on over, and you can see complete access to my masterclass and many others. But I wanted them to get connected to you, so at least they were in the system. Does that make sense? Now, eventually, again, all you have to do is just go in and just delete it when we decide that, nope, everything's in the vault now. We're done. Again, not trying to tell you how to run your business. You get to do however it is that you would like to do it. You know what? I suggested to somebody else that they have two different types of businesses. One is they're just getting now into coaching, but they also have another kind of like a side gig that has to do with one of the products in the MSI. And I said, she loves those products. I said, why don't you do a free masterclass and post it in the all access side, right? And then if you want to, you can plug, you do other offerings at the end of your little, your masterclass. You have complete control of how you want to create what I call lead funnels. You are your own best lead funnel. I can bring the eyeballs, right? But you are the best ones to bring them to you to the next level. So take advantage of the different areas of the platform. I just highly recommend. As one coach used to tell me, I paid way too much money one time for an online course, just so you know. And all she said was, well, where do I do all my, looking or speaking? And she goes, wherever there are eyeballs. Wherever there are eyeballs. So you have a beautiful platform now that not only has a sales and marketing team in the quantum side, but you also have a whole side of free members that don't have access to some of the things we have access to. So that was my recommendation for doing the posters on the public side. But you can speak about anything. If you want to do another masterclass over there, that's fine.
You see, this is superb. I mean, this is what we've been wanting, is to allow our audience access to us. Okay. So it's sort of like whatever your gifts, abilities and passions are, we want the passions on the platform. Has anyone here not yet created a poster in Noble Goldman? I've just taken Mandy and Janine, so they're all public and in the vault. Who wants assistance with it? Kat, Kat, welcome to the team, babes. I'm so happy to see Kat Markham. She's another diamond. Woo-hoo. She is diamond active, and boy, can she impart it. And we've got some other people coming on board with that. And Kat, there's a lady that was mentioned through Mandy Horton here, who's started in Perth and is starting to present what next week, is it, Mandy?
Yeah, that's big.
Who's that?
Me.
Oh, hi. Okay, so, oh my
Vivid.
God, it's really funny because Kat's down the bottom of my screen with you, and you're both from Perth, WA. Say hello to each other.
Hi, Kat.
Oh, we're just mixing it up just in such a lovely fashion. So, Beverly and Kat, have you got your posters set up now in Noble Goldman?
Not yet.
I have.
You have? So, Kat, we need to get onto that today or tomorrow. Is that okay?
Let's get the school holidays over first.
She and I have got these rugrats running around driving us insane, okay? And sometimes I think we'd take the pet over a Grandy, but
Definitely.
she can tell it to sit and be quiet.
Not really. She sits on my lap and she just laps up whatever healing I give her, because she's a little rescue dog. So she'll just take what I give her.
Yeah,
So,
we're happy to have you on board. So we're doing this every 2 weeks. All right, so we can come on and bring our glitches. Janine, go for it.
So just listening to Bob, to Tony talking before about, you know, we can put on the platform in the public area anything we want. Does that include, Tony, saying a little bit about our passion and what we do with clients on a one-on-one? And
when I'm talking about the masterclass, I'm referring to the posters, like the posters that you put. Are you
Yes.
talking about the posters?
Yes.
Yeah, you can. You can put anything you like in your description, sweetie.
Wow, I didn't realize we could self-promote our one-on-ones outside the community. So that's fantastic.
I think
Sweetie, you
No,
are
we
your
didn't
own
like it,
solopreneur, my darling. You got to do your stuff.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, that is excellent.
Yeah.
So do we make
Noble Goldman is 3 ways to make money: wealth management, exchanging time for money, figuring out the skill sets and the tools to make money, and residual income.
Mm. Yeah.
So what do you mean by that, Janine? Are you meaning that in the description, because it's only a very short description that you can put in there? What are you meaning? Are you meaning making a whole nother class up?
Yes. Yeah, make another one up according to what you're wanting to deliver.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But in the new one, just explaining my passion here, my passion and purpose, and how I help people in one-on-ones with them.
You have a stalker.
We do. We've got 2 Tony Taylors on board.
Oh.
I don't quite understand though. I don't get. So the advert that we've got, that's that poster that we've got in Noble Goldman, which is public and the 2 master classes, 1 public access and 1 for the members, I suppose.
Yeah.
So then you're saying that you're going to now take another slot, and is it just an advertisement that you're putting in, not actual class time slot every week?
No, it's like,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so what I'm asking is, can you put can I type up an advertisement of myself and what I offer in my one-on-ones? Yeah.
So as far as I know, that Tony's actually saying that you're making up another poster.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With opportunity, a funnel that you're offering your wares. You know, it's an interesting thought because Matthew, coming back to Matthew again, his concepts of it was that you can under your heading, you can present whatever you want on the week, which is producing anything, you know, and plugging your stuff. It's your channel basically.
Mm-hmm.
But you can actually do all of that. But Tony's giving you an opportunity, which I hadn't thought of as well, is to putting another funnel, okay, of an offering that you would like to make more to your thoughts and abilities. Okay, I don't know. Tony, do you want to take away on that? I think you're the one that introduced it.
Okay, so I've always, when I'm doing my Thursdays classes or my master class or whatever, I moved away from, you know, helping people on board to really trying to explain Quantum Elite Noble Goldman. Because I really felt we had gotten to that expansion part where people didn't know anything about Noble Goldman. It was always Quantum Elite, Quantum Elite, Quantum Elite, Quantum Elite. But the fact of the matter is Quantum Elite community is really the sales and marketing of our community. Like, we love to market our beautiful facilitators, right? And to make it fair, everybody gets a time slot. Everybody was only going to get 1 time slot, right? Because we wanted to make it as fair as possible. And then, of course, now that we're starting to kind of get into the rhythm, new ideas, we're really starting to fill up. So we're trying to stick to 1, but that doesn't mean you can't have 2. It just means that you might not get this full support of the community, right, for the second one. Does that make sense? So I explain Quantum Elite as your sales and marketing team, and then Noble Goldman is like your virtual assistant. So how you run your business is your business. If you decide you want more eyeballs in the free section, you want the free eyeballs to see what you do, fill your boots. Is basically what I'm saying. So like with this new coach, I said, you know, I'll just tell you, it's Jolene. Jolene is new to coaching. She's starting, you know, get out of the box identity. So she was, you know, she was doing it by herself on Facebook. And I said, why are you doing it by yourself on Facebook? You need to get into like Noble Goldman so that we can help market you into your new coaching. But she loves doTERRA. She has so much knowledge about essential oils. She's amazed balls at essential oils, and the knowledge she has is crazy. I said, why aren't you doing a master class on essential oils in the free section? Right? Because doTERRA is one of the multiple streams of income, one of the affiliate companies in the MSIs. Can you imagine? I said, you're looking for more customers with your essential oils. Why aren't you doing a master class in the free section on your essential oils? And then at the end of your master class, plug you're doing some coaching in the vault. You want to get into the vault, you gotta step up.
Yeah, now we're talking business, aren't we? Okay, that's helping us little practitioners expand. Okay.
Right? Does that make sense? I mean, because we're not trying to, you know, we want to make sure that we're marketing and, you know, because I love all of you, right? So I try to make sure that I get everybody's posters in my feed, you know, in my highlights and to my people to get it in their, you know, stories or whatever you call them. I don't even know the lingo half the time. But I like thinking out of the box, and I've been an entrepreneur my whole life. My husband and I have been entrepreneurs our whole life. We don't think in the box. We try to get creative. So we now have a platform that allows you other areas to have eyeballs on what you do. Take advantage of it. It's just that the community, the QEC community we won't be able to promote it. We'll absolutely promote whatever it is that you're doing for the community, bar none, 110%. So if you're doing the same master class, so this is what I suggested. If you're doing the same master class in the Quantum Elite, duplicate that poster, put it in the public section. That doesn't mean you can't plug what you do at the end.
That's
okay?
right.
Right? You get to plug.
Yeah.
Look at Ruthie. Here's my book. Get my book. Hello. Right? And then everybody holds up their book. Yeah, got one. Miss Bobby with her beautiful children's book. Show your books, please.
Absolutely.
Show your books.
We need it. We've got to cover all the areas from parenting to, we haven't even begun to scratch the surface, you know?
Not even begun to scratch.
The new education that's needed.
Yeah, don't be afraid. Share what you've got. Absolutely share what you've got. You've got free eyeballs over there. Remember, that 5,000 membership isn't paid vault members.
Yeah.
These people are looking for a reason to step up. Right? There's a ton of value over there. Mark has created a ton of value over there. So the buzz right now is quantum. Most of the people that are coming over to our Facebook right now is because they heard of us over at Noble Goldman.
That's right.
So the word is spreading. So if you can get over there and put a poster up and commit to a master class and do your dealio, I guarantee you will start getting private reach outs.
I had a lady from Noble Goldman the other day share one of my posts off the Quantum Elite Facebook page. And she said something like, look what we're discovering in Quantum Elite. And, you know, so I thought, oh, that's great. That's really cool. The other thing, Tony, while I've got you, is that I've noticed with some of the posters that the presenters have put up, they've got a lot more words in theirs than what I could put in mine before the words petered out. You know how you get a certain amount of words that you can put in for your description of your class? Well, I've just noticed that some others have twice as many words in theirs, and I wondered how you can get more words inside the poster.
Is it a
Inside-
difference between the vault and the free? Must be set up differently, that there's more in one than the other, perhaps?
Maybe.
But-
That's what it is.
But I think when you click on it though, it gives you the full description after.
No,
Right? You know how it goes
No,
dot, dot,
no,
dot, dot?
no, it doesn't.
No? Oh,
No.
didn't know that because I haven't done
Yeah.
one in the public side yet. Because I don't do the public side because I'm trying to speak to the people who are inviting through the quantum elite community to get them over to Noble Goldman, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so it's a little bit different for me. I'm not really, I'm trying to get all the people that you're inviting over there.
Yeah.
One of them only has 280 characters, and I'm going to have a look at that because that's really a relevant question. Because then
Well, we
can
should bring that
go
up.
in
Maybe,
and-
thank you.
Pop it
Sorry
up.
to interrupt. I seem to be on a slow feed. Sorry. We could bring that up to Mark. We can ask Mark.
Oh, it'd be great to extend that to like
Yeah.
500 words or something, because people do like to take on more information. So if it's just has got that ability, to be awesome. And this is the beauty
be
of
cool.
having Mark just behind the scenes saying, hey, because we're actually bringing our ideas to the table to expand and make this even a better product. So you guys are so important with this feedback. So we really encourage that feedback.
So I have a comment on that. I don't think it has to be expanded to 500 words because it has to stay in the format that it's, still not too much writing, but I think he could add like extra button on your poster, like click for more information, then to, expand. Because then if
That's a
if
good
there was
idea.
one person having 500 words and then everybody else has like 2-3 sentences, it's not gonna flow nicely on the page with the classes.
So it might be even a server issue, like how much space we've got.
It's just a matter of adding the bottom expand for more info. That's it. This is simple. This is very simple.
All right, we are running out of time. I've got to go on and do some stuff, but I just want to say thank you for coming on board. Now let's be practical about what we're going to do. So inside the members chat, okay, the QEC presenters chat, okay, all of your comments and that can go into other chats, okay, but if we can keep it as a working group, that you drop your glitch, drop your glitch, okay? And if you've got a glitch that somebody else can, if somebody's got the solution to your glitch, please reach out immediately and get the glitch solved. And then we'll actually know that we've got each other's backs on this, because we've all been doing it at different stages of time. Some are newbies, some have been on it a little bit longer. And I'm just so ancient of days, because I've been on 2 months or something. It's like, holy cow, I'm just so experienced. No. Just a little bit of, Aussie humor. But yes, get onto your chat and drop those glitches, solve the glitches, and share anything that's big that's really stopping you from presenting or whatever. But what an awesome meetup, I reckon, today. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
And bring on more presenters. Okay, welcome, Beverly. So good to have you. Oh my God, it's just exciting, isn't it?
Thanks, Tony, for bringing all the eyes.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye, family. Have a good day.